After the revolt of 1857, India changed forever. Though the revolt failed, it shook the British deeply. They realized they could no longer rule through the East India Company. So in 1858, the British Crown took direct control of India. Queen Victoria issued a proclamation from London promising justice, religious freedom, and equal treatment. But these promises were only words. In practice, Indians were kept out of power and racial discrimination grew. The Viceroy now ruled India in the name of the Queen. The British restructured the army to prevent another revolt. Soldiers from different communities were deliberately kept apart. They also began a policy of divide and rule, dividing Hindus and Muslims to weaken unity. Over time, new ideas began to rise, ideas of freedom, justice, and equality. Western education created a new class of Indians, lawyers, teachers, writers, who started questioning British rule. They read about liberty, nationalism, and democracy from Europe. And slowly, a national awakening began. In 1875, Swami Dayanand Saraswati gave the call, back to the Vedas. In 1877, the British organized a Delhi Darbar and declared Queen Victoria as Empress of India. But Indians were beginning to ask, was this empire fair? Then came 1878, and with it the Vernacular Press Act and Arms Act restricting the press and disarming Indians. These laws angered many. In 1885, a historic step was taken, the formation of the Indian National Congress in Bombay, founded by A.O. Hume, a retired British officer. The early Congress leaders, Dadabhai Nauroji, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Surendranath Banerjee, believed in peaceful dialogue. They sent petitions, passed resolutions, and hoped the British would listen. This phase is called the moderate phase. But progress was slow and people were growing impatient. The partition of Bengal in 1905 by Lord Curzon was the turning point. He said it was for administrative reasons, but Indians saw it as a clear attempt to divide Hindus and Muslims. A massive protest followed, the Swadeshi movement. People boycotted British goods, burned foreign clothes, and promoted Indian industries. Songs of patriotism filled the air. Leaders like Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal, and Lala Lajpat Rai, known as Lal Balpal, led with fiery speeches. Tilak declared, Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. But soon differences emerged within Congress between moderates and extremists. In 1907, at the Surat session, the Congress split. Meanwhile, in 1909, the British gave the Morley Minto reforms, which introduced separate electorates for Muslims, deepening the divide. In 1911, the British shifted their capital from Calcutta to Delhi. In the same year, Bengal's partition was cancelled due to massive protests. Then came a new storm, World War I. From 1914 to 1918, India supported Britain with men, money, and materials. Indians hoped they would be rewarded with freedom, but instead they got more repression. In 1919 came the Rowlatt Act, a black law allowing arrests without trial. Protests erupted. In Amritsar, people gathered peacefully at Jallianwala Bagh, but on 13 April 1919, General Dyer ordered firing on the crowd. Hundreds died. It was a massacre that shocked the world. The anger was unbearable. That is when Mahatma Gandhi stepped in with a new method, Satyagraha, the power of truth and non-violence. He united Indians of all religions, classes, and ages. In 1920, the non-cooperation movement began. People left government jobs, students boycotted schools, foreign clothes were burned. Khadi became a symbol of resistance. But in 1922, the movement was called off after the Chauri Chaura incident, where a mob set fire to a police station, killing 22 policemen. Gandhi believed non-violence must be absolute. Then came the Simon Commission in 1928, but it had no Indian members. It was met with black flags and slogans, Simon, go back. During the protest in Lahore, Lala Lajpat Rai was brutally beaten and later died. In response, young revolutionaries like Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, and Sukhdev took bold steps. They threw bombs in the assembly to make the deaf hear. They were hanged in 1931 but became immortal martyrs in Indian history. At the Lahore Congress session in 1929, under Jawaharlal Nehru, the demand for Purna Swaraj, complete independence, was declared. And on 26 January 1930, Indians celebrated Independence Day for the first time. Stay connected with Insight Daily, where we bring history alive with heart and meaning.